Story behind the shot, part 4. So this shot takes us back to the beginning of 2019 in the north of Scotland when we were all on the hunt for the snow. There's quite a big group of us on this one, and a few of us have headed up a couple of days earlier and had a huge dumping of snow, and it looked like the Himalayas up there. So we were all super excited to get up there, and we were driving an old school Defender. We got on the collab, had quite a long way ahead of us, so it was quite an exhausting drive. For any of you that have driven these things would know that you have to pray as soon as you hit the brake pedal because it just feels like you're stamping on a sponge. So we eventually make it up to Torrington, and on the way there we could see that the snow at the base of the mountains had basically all melted, and it was only really at the top. So we have to formulate a new plan, and we end up heading for the Isle of Skye. So the drive there is a bit precarious and it's a bit icy on the road. It's fine for us, but one of us has a rear-wheel drive van, so we have to take our time. Eventually all make it to the car park without any crashes, and it's nice and snowy when we get there, which is great. We all pack up our warmest clothes, our crampons and ice axes, and then head off into the hills. The further up we get, we can just see that the more and more snow there is, so we're all getting excited to get a bit closer to start shooting, and we have a little stop off and have some food. This is where I make a little hot meal and I knock over my water, so I have to do it all over again, which is just so classic. The higher up we get, the more minimal the scene becomes, and I think this is where my love for minimal scenes came from. Especially in the winter when the snow just covers up everything and just feels like it makes everything just more magical. So the higher up we get, we end up being in the cloud line at this point, so it's quite a low-lying cloud that comes over from the west, and we end up in it basically. So it creates this like eerie feeling in the mountain, and there's this cool ridge line with the summit in the distance, and we have like a lone hiker in our shot here. Just really love this shot when we saw it. After that we basically make our way down. We don't head up too much further because the conditions weren't really that favourable, so we didn't want to take any risks, and we all made it down safely. So yeah, there's a little story behind that shot. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.